All right. I start to. Uh, okay, I share the screen with the alias presentation file. All right. All right. Let's go, Alia.
Okay, so chapter 3 was about understanding regulations, accreditation criteria, and other standards of practice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the learning objectives from chapter 3 was to discuss the purpose of regulations that apply to the programs of early child care and education. It identifies different ways accreditation standards are separate from child care regulations. It states the motive of quality rating and improvement systems. It lists different qualifications for administrators and teachers that are different for licensure, for accreditations, and in QRIS systems.
Yeah, we
It
call it is
identifies
a curious,
laws.
right? Mhm.
Okay, sorry. it,
No problem.
identify, it identifies laws that apply to child care workplace, such as those that govern the program's financial management and employees' well-being. Okay, so the first slide is what are regulations. Regulations are binding rules that describe minimal levels of performance that no program should fall below. Regulations that could be affecting different programs of early child care are as following: zoning child care regulations, zoning child care regulations and law that protect children from abuse and neglect. When starting a new program, there are regulations that must be set in place. The regulations are as following: licensing, building codes and requirements related to fire and safety and sanitation, and zoning and land use regulations. Licensing regulations. Licensing is when a person, association, or corporation obtains from the appropriate state agency a permit to legally operate or continue operating a child care facility. Regulations for other types of child care programs. Child care regulations. They are designed to keep all children safe rather than to ensure the provision of exemplary services. Family child care regulations. During these regulations, the families, whether large or small, stay inconsistent. Accreditation. Accreditation is a system of evaluation that measures a program success, meeting the accrediting organization's established standards of practice. It also reflects a high level of quality through a process that examines all aspects of family child care program: relationships, the environment, developmental learning activities, safety and health, and professional and business practices. Um, NAEYC has 4 steps to accreditation. They host online visits. So you have to submit an application, become a candidate for accreditation, and enroll in a self-study process. And here's some review questions. What are regulations?
Anybody? Mia and Megan?
Um, regulations are official binding rules.
Mhm.
Yes. What are licensing regulations?
Sorry. Again. Go ahead.
What are licensing regulations?
Anybody? Mia and Megan?
Isn't it like kind of like credentials to keep on like keep the operation of the child care going, kind of?
Yes.
Yeah, there are a lot of licensing regulations. So it's licensing regulation and refers to the first decision licensing regulation will help you make your new childcare center. So it is a licensed center or licensed institution, not childcare. And for example, they need how many square feet you must provide for each group indoor and outdoor space. So it is a part of a state and federal law about, oh wow, this is minimum requirement for children's safety and nutritional factors and the facility qualities, right? Okay, go ahead, Aaliyah.
Sorry. What
Okay,
is accreditation?
anybody?
Um, isn't that like, I don't know, wait.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a procedure to like for your child care or like program to be certified
Uh-huh.
by
Yes.
or like an educational institution to be evaluated and certain like verified?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody to add? No? Okay. That's all, Aliyah?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And you highlighted the, keyword and key concept in chapter 3. So we have three important factors inside of chapter 3 in the regulations and licensing and accreditation. So you already explained in detail in regulation and licensing regulations and license. And accreditation, I want to add something, and accreditation is a voluntary system of the evaluation, not mandatory. It's a voluntary system of the evaluation. So, for example, and I lived in the Air Force Base and 5 years, and I moved out currently. So, and Air Force Base, and they have a center in the base. So I I visited 2 times, and when I entered the center, the center director's room, and I easily see this center is accredited by NAEYC. So they'd like to show their quality of a center and childcare center. So it's a voluntary system of evaluation that measures program success meet the standard and accreditation to the qualified teachers and facilities. So they created a well established standard and practice. So the center program, they achieved the accreditation, have demonstrate they have achieved the recognized standard and excellence. So another example I want to say is, at the ESU Lab School, they have a five-star system in Delaware. So 2 years ago, they have a two-star and three stars. So uh, and last year, director Dr. Sewell, and she tried to demonstrate and present the quality of the teachers and well prepared environment with the facilities, indoor and outdoor spaces. And I think that you visit DSU Lab School, and they expanded some areas, in the first floor of a EH building, right? With the five-star system. They'd like to meet the state and federal standard to achieve their learning goal with licensed teachers and teacher and student ratio, and some spaces for the computer area, and nursing area, and other facilities they upgraded. All right. Any questions? All right, good. So thank you so much, Alia, your presentation. And you will present chapter 4 and next week. And if you have Megan and Mia, any other question and comments about the chapter 3?
No.
No? Well, what about Megan?
No.
No? Okay, good. So I back to the course syllabus again and shortly checked our schedule, and some of you late the class, so I want to highlight important assignment and due date and schedule. So today, and we reviewed chapter 3 with Alia's presentation, and she will present the next Tuesday and chapter 4 and policies and procedures and tools to ensure your program and smooth operation. So don't forget to upload your weekly summary 3 on Thursday midnight. And we have a schedule for the first early field experience and observation and 6 week. So I will share the EFE packet and observation packet with you, and I will explain in detail and how to conduct your EFE hours. So again, this class and EDUC 345 is not officially required the EFE observation hours. So for your teacher education program. However, this admin of early childhood education program is closely associated with the field experience and the field settings, because one of you wanted to be center director, one of you want to be principals in elementary school. So it is not a separate and theory only learning in class. So we have to observe and investigate and field experience through the EFE observation hours. However, and COVID-19 situation makes it terrible to visit the field right now. So we can use some video clips and the secondary data or from the online, right? So we will share. All right. And thank you so much coming today. And I will see you on next Tuesday. Yeah, questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know the correct praxis that early childhood is supposed to take? Is it education of young children?
What is that? Can you tell me in detail?
Because I'm supposed to take praxis in October, but Dr. Crispin told me that the test that we take in Delaware is called Education of Young Children instead of Early Childhood Education. They're like two different numbers, but I didn't know that, so I was studying for the wrong test.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
So I know,
and
that's supposed to
I think you need to visit NAEYC.org, National Association of Young Children for Education, so NAEYC. And we have a branch of NAEYC in Delaware. So at DAEYC, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have building in Newark, I think Wilmington area, I think so. So you easily search it, DAEYC and website, and so they provide some program for the accreditation and some licensing process and code of conduct, and a lot of national standard for the early childhood education program. So I recommend you to visit NAEYC website and DAEYC website first. And also, and as far as I know, and Dr. Chrisman strongly recommend you to review the DAP, Developmentally Appropriate Practice. Dr. Sue, yes, I don't remember her full name. Dr. Sue Brederkamp, right? Dr. Sue Brederkamp and developed the DAP, Developmentally Appropriate Practice, based on the national standard. So, and the textbook, do you have a textbook of DAP, Nia?
I believe so. I have to look at my textbooks.
Yeah, please review. And I think Dr. Chrisman used the textbook and DAP, and Dr. Sue Brederkamp and the author. So, and please review his class and textbook first, and then make in detail information. And if you have any questions, please let me know and email me. Right?
Okay.
All right. Great. Thank you, thank you for coming today in online class, and I will see you on next Tuesday. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.